Welcome to episode 8, the one where I rebuild the YouTube algorithm, but probably not. I was thinking of what kind of theme and objective there should be with these episodes. And I think the objective for me really right now is just to do them. Just to be able to get up and do them. Now, I could go out and I could invite guests and I could do all that. But I think first there should be a good, solid backlog of why maybe someone wouldn't want to be interviewed by me, So there should be these episodes where I just kind of free form, get out thoughts, things that I may find entertaining, things that I may find interesting, and put them on the channel, which holds my name. Because if you're out there and who has the time really for the small talk these days? So if you wanted to get to know me, it's almost, I think I should draft up a business card that says, get to know me. Go watch the videos on this channel. If you are at all interested at getting to know me. I mean, it really is. I mean, that's how these personalities have, or any personality really in history, that's, you are able to see a side of them for the time that they broadcast themselves. And in a streaming world, people are able to broadcast. I mean, everybody has the same 24 hours in the day, right? That's the old cliche. So if streamers are streaming out 4 to 8 hours of their day every day for so many days, you're getting at least probably some of the biggest, on a mass scale, people are able to experience someone for a considerable percentage of someone's life. Take a personality like, say, PewDiePie, right? The most subscribed on YouTube? Is he still the most subscribed? Whatever happened to that? What happened to the PewDiePie T-Series? I know T-Series pulled away, which is, I mean, it's crazy that PewDiePie was even at that level for as long as he was. 4th in subscriber rank. Who's 1, 2, and 3? Is it like YouTube? Who's number 1? So, most subscribed YouTuber. T-Series is up to 174. Yeah, here's where the T-Series craze. So this is right when I made a conscious decision to get into YouTube. It was right before 2019. So it was as this was scaling up. And it was just the idea of YouTube, how crazy these numbers really were. The PewDiePie, and obviously if you're watching this, you probably... The early archive, May 2006. So right now, why is it saying 4th? Wow, T-Series is at 174, PewDiePie 109. See, the nursery rhymes make sense. I mean, Set India. T-Series and Set India make sense. I mean, the market size is literally the second biggest on the planet. 5-minute crafts. WWE. That's crazy. The WWE's YouTube game is at... Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just chatting. Here we go. Let me... Let's get the window capture. All right, there we go. We're back. So yeah, episode 8. Like I said, the point of these episodes is really for me to just do them, and that may be kind of hard to watch sometimes, and I apologize for that, but I do appreciate you coming to see the video. So we see the highest. So what's my point with all this? Channel, T-Series, PewDiePie, Cocomelon, Set India. All right, so these channels are the most subscribed. So what's interesting about it is definitely how a single person. So PewDiePie. Okay, so the example with PewDiePie has been putting out, let's see, if we go into YouTube, how many videos? It should say right here, 4,297 videos. And, across time, he didn't just upload 4,200 videos, in one day, because you would most likely YouTube wouldn't allow it, or if they did initially, they would shut your channel down after. Oh, PewDiePie's video views are down, but his subscribers, since they're doing that 1 million at a time, it's like a heartbeat. Look at that. He's hitting that million like every every month, September to November. So like every 2 months he's getting another million. He's just consistent. So I guess right here a bunch of videos got deleted, right? And he's been getting pretty consistently. I think there was a dip because didn't he go on vacation or whatever? And then now he's back. And the channel's back. And then let's see. This is the latest video. Let's see. So let's see the upload consistency. And some of the thumbnails and things like that. So he just did 22 hours, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 1 week. So it seems like, I know he definitely, so then it went 3 weeks, 1 month. Then there's just a couple in that month. And then, he took a break. Which definitely caused a little dip. Yep, right around there is a little dip. So when he's not uploading consistently, it dips down. I mean, just the backlog is obviously getting him a lot. But we have, when he's consistently uploading, he's in the 40 to 60 million per day. That is wild. That's nearly a Super Bowl, every 2 days. And with that being, I mean, it's such a crazy channel because I think his operation is like him and like 2 or 3 editors. There may be a lot more behind the scenes, but at least what is portrayed is it's definitely his personality throughout. Like that is the pervasive thing. And see, that's where I think my problem's going to come in is if to do the personality game, you need to have a personality. I think I don't know. I mean, I guess it's hard to be able to tell your own personality. So that's why I guess the point of this episode is just to do it and just to let whatever happens happen. So the only rules I really have for the episode is that they have to be in order. They're a serial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they have to be an hour long. These are the rules I set for myself for this game, for the YouTube game. And then to be able to just talk about whatever. I mean, I had notes, but sometimes I just kind of go off on, and I find other things that are interesting to talk about. To me, these are things that are interesting to me. And I would imagine the thing that Felix, this is a 30-year-old man we're talking about. PewDiePie is not, I mean, it's a brand name. It's like Nike. You know what I mean? And in reach, it almost is like Nike. In revenue, it's probably near, let's see, PewDiePie. 500,000 to 8 million in yearly earnings just on ad revenue. And then the sponsorship money's got to be intense. So I would say it's probably anywhere from a $1 to $10 million plus business per year in revenue. I don't know what the costs are. I don't know what the expenses are for that, but that's pretty wild. Like you see other channels, whether it be, I was watching earlier today, the fast lane car video. Let's go through my YouTube history. How about that? Here we go. First feature of the day. Let's go through my YouTube history. Why not? My YouTube history revealed on my own channel. Scan an unknown person's YouTube history. Watch history. Okay, so I was watching the fast lane car, and they were like, keep the Land Cruiser. And I would have to be honest, I probably didn't know what a Land Cruiser was more than a year ago. Or if I had just heard about it in passing, I really had no idea that it was a thing or that it was important. Probably my main car knowledge was how to do an oil change, how to do front brake pads, how to check your windshield washer fluid, how to jump a car battery, how to change out obviously by doing a brake job, you can change out a tire. And that was really my knowledge. I knew Toyotas were considered reliable, and German cars were flashy, but they weren't as reliable. So for your average person, it's kind of a problem that you could afford a car to buy a car, but that doesn't mean you can afford to keep the car, namely maintenance and things like that. So a very basic knowledge of a car. For the longest time, I had no idea how an automatic transmission worked, and I would assume probably a lot of people don't. Like you look at some of the insides, like if we do automatic transmission cutaway, right? And you look at that and you're like, what the is going on? What alien creature designed this? Like what is happening here? What is happening here? But what's interesting about it is that as you start, I mean, I guess as with all things that are complex and that you don't understand seem godly or, made by a creature not of this planet. You know what I mean? But when you understand the principles and how the principles, start building up on each other, then you can look at a design, you can look at something complex and be able to understand it. I mean, I'm pretty much just verbalizing what it means to understand. What does it mean to understand something? Because I guess if I was going to write, I didn't write any notes for this episode. These are notes from episode 7, but I had very exciting features that I wasn't able to get to in episode 7 because of time constraints that I set. The company policy has set the company policy has been set by me. And I have decided that these episodes will only be 1 hour, right? So if you look at anything complex, so one of the features I wanted to get into episode 7 is that I recently started taking Latin dance classes, and I was never one to dance. I don't think that when I move my body, it tends to look very good. It doesn't tend to feel very good, doing the twisting and I mean, obviously any kind of, moving your body, dancing, but partner dancing is a completely different thing, right? And partner dancing, if you're just dancing on your own, you can kind of do whatever you want. You can do you. But when you're partner dancing, you can still do whatever you want. But if you want there to be a kind of reciprocal fun experience, you should at least have some kind of idea of what you're doing and have practiced it, because that would be important. Like if you're dancing by yourself and you're off time and you're off beat and you're just kind of all over the place, who cares? You're gonna look like a fool anyways. But if you're doing it with a partner, now you're kind of, if you're doing something and they can't really read what you're doing, it makes it very, a very interesting experience. And if you were to go to, so there's a whole scene, there's a whole community of people. Maybe if you're watching this, maybe you're in that community of people. And I mean, there's no real unifying thing other than the desire to dance. It really is a wild thing. People travel the country and go to conferences and conventions and congresses. What they call it, either Congress, convention, or conference. That's funny, those three words. Those three words mean kind of a similar thing, but kind of a different thing. What are the differences in the definitions? Convention, convention definition, right? A way in which something is usually done. Okay, no. An agreement between no. A large meeting or conference, right? And then if we go conference, a formal meeting or discussion. And then if we go Congress, because I believe I've heard it. Now, remember, a lot of these conversations that I'm having with people at a dance place is usually surrounded by really loud music. So things could get a lot. Like I had a conversation with someone last night and asked a question, then I got this kind of long response, and I wish I could have heard it. You know, it was but with the music blasting, you really only pick up so much, so it makes it very not conducive to be able to have. So the conversations that you have at a dance place is by dancing. You start dancing, you do some spins, you do some steps, you know, you do some things, you do the smiles, you have the dance, and that's kind of your conversation in light of being able to have a verbal conversation, which is not that conducive, which is what brings me back to what I brought up in the top of the show. See, this is a very structured show that we have here, which is that I should have a business card that kind of has my face right here with this, you know, unkempt hair. And it has my name, and it has this flame. I love the fire. Like if you like the Fire Studio, I am loving the Fire Studio behind me right here. So this, and I love that it kind of glitches out. I don't know if the video, but how I see it recording is I'm smooth, and the video is kind of like glitching out. And I like that. I like that. It's because it shouldn't be smooth. You know, we're not at that level yet. So you see, I've added this light. There's a light up here, and it was literally just sitting there. I didn't place it in any way. So what I want to do is I want to kind of slowly increase the production value from episode to episode, because you don't deserve the best production value. You know, there's why would you deserve that? You're just strolling around on the internet. Maybe you like the sound of my voice. Maybe you find something that I say entertaining. Maybe you're just counting down the seconds until it's all over. I don't know what it is that you're doing on here, but since you're here, I thought, you know, that ease into, you know, I think my first episode, still very, very similar, but there was no background, there's no studio. You know, it took a while to get this built. I mean, look at that. This is not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. Look, there's how many lights? Each light is expensive. These are expensive things, and only the best of the best, only the best viewer should be able to get the best experience. I mean, this is where I think we need to have a little bit of give and take between the content creators and the viewership, because there's some viewership that they deserve good things, but a lot of viewership on YouTube doesn't deserve even average. Is below average what is deserved based on the kind of dialogues that are created on YouTube, as evident by some of the comment sections. Some are so lovely. There's some sections of YouTube that under the videos, so many of the comments are just lovely, you know, people quoting your jokes or something, you know, from the video. And up until probably a couple months ago, I had never commented on a YouTube video ever. I mean, it just seemed like kind of a waste of time, you know, to really say anything, whether positive or negative. Positive, no one's going to see it. Really? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? And negative, I mean, why are you putting that shit out there? Don't put that negative. So, like, I guess the only thing that where it makes sense, you know, in rational self-interest is you're having a bad day. You see something you don't like on the YouTubes, like you chose to go there. Like, that's the funniest thing about negative comments, is like, you chose to go there, you chose to watch it, and then you chose to get angry, and then you chose to get angry enough about it that you left a comment. I could say, I guess I've done a similar thing. And I just, it really is stupidity. Should I name the restaurant? I guess I should. No one's sponsoring me yet. No one's going to sponsor these videos. This channel already has a community guideline strike. Because I think what it was is, like, I was doing some video like this, because I obviously have no idea what I'm doing on this channel, and Apple was doing like their event, so I was going to react to it. So I used their thumbnail as my thumbnail, and then I guess YouTube's like, oh, you're trying to pretend like you're Apple, which is hilarious. This channel with 0 subscribers is pretending to be like Apple. But either way, I put that video up, and I have a community guideline strike. So at any point, this channel can just be wiped off the internet, which is fantastic. So let's just kind of write it out, have as much fun as possible, because what does it matter? And no matter what, I have the tapes. People, I have the tapes. What I mean is the episodes. Obviously I have them stored somewhere, but it could all get obliterated anyways. It's all going to get obliterated anyways in a fiery rage. That shouldn't be the name of the show. But no, because I didn't have the foresight. This is how the show is not. It's not scripted. Surprisingly enough, this show is not scripted. This is very much an improvised show where I'm just kind of. I have the recorder right in front of me, and I have down at the bottom, obviously, the record and the amount of time that it's been recording. So I'm counting the seconds up till I reach an hour, and then I deliver that hour to you. So I think I'll be the greatest comic person, because everybody does an hour. They put out their hour. I'm gonna be putting out hours how people put out tweets. You know what I mean? Like, this is my hour of the day. Here's the hour of the day bit. And there'll be things that I'll reference back, and that's how it's a good joke and a good story, is that at the beginning of the story, you reference some things, you just say a bunch of shit, you introduce a bunch of ideas, you get everybody just really, really confused. And then look, can you see the time? Do you see the time that it is right now? Oh my God, it is 11:11 a.m. on the 3rd of March of 2021. So for all of you mentalists and just weirdos out there, I would say now would be the time to do your prayer. And I actually, oh my God, just clicking around, I happened to click to stop recording this video, and then I had to click to restart it. So, but right now it is 11:11. You can see this is live. This is no BS. What time is it now? What time is it now? So if I go, oh my God, it's 11:11. Look at that. So people that are into numbers, who doesn't love numbers? Like this video if you're into numbers. So if you're into numbers, then 11:11 a.m. is definitely, and we could see it's probably going to be 11:12 by now, obviously. But there we go. 11:11 just happened. You can see my clock is 0.7 seconds behind. What? Oh, these people are rude. Your clock is, so how do I fix my clock? Accuracy of synchronization is plus. So what if I refresh? Oh, I'm still 0.7. So I'm in the past. This is why I'm behind on things. This is why, the new latest artists, whether it's the Billie Eilish or Post Malone, or I don't know who's the next big one, because that was like last year. I don't know who's the artist right now that's going to be what Billie Eilish was, 2 years ago. Who is that person? See, I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because I'm 0.7 seconds behind. So anything that's happening, I'm screwed. I mean, if I'm 0.7 seconds behind, how can I ever catch up? How do I get ahead? How do I get 0.7 seconds ahead? That's what I want to know. I want to be ahead of these things. I don't want to even just be on time. How can I be about a day ahead of everybody else? That would be a good thing to know. My God. Maybe that's how all the billionaires got to where they are. In order to become a billionaire, you need a one-day time machine. You need to be able to jump from tomorrow to today, and you go from tomorrow. That, I think we just got a movie, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how many things have you learned. Please leave down in the comments if you want to put how many things that you learned from this video. So the movie idea is that you have the one-day time machine. I know there's a video called the 1 minute time machine. Yep. The 1 minute time machine. So I think the 1 day time machine would be useful. And instead of it being this, quirky, kinky, whatever is a 1 minute time machine. Oh, the 1 minute time machine is overdone. Look at this. Oh, that's the same movie. The 30-second time machine, the 1 minute time machine remake. Jesus Christ. How many people watch the short film? 10 million views. So I think the 1 day time machine is actually what should be made. I think the 1 minute time machine, is there the 1 day time machine? The 1 day time machine. What? 2 days, 1 night season. What is this? 2 days, 1 night season 3. No. 1 day time machine. We digitize our lives, then bury them. Open in 1,000 years. Time capsule. CGI time capsule. The crew builds a time capsule containing every piece of digital essence needed. Wow. That'll be an interesting find in like 100 years. They'll just eat it. Whatever's around there, we'll just eat the CD. There'll be no like food left. It'll be an organism which can just eat plastic. That would actually be, evolutionarily speaking, a good organism to be. I mean, I would bet on that. You know how people bet on GameStop, and then the GameStop went up, and then it went right back down. It went up and went right back down, right? GME stock. Yeah. Where are we at? Oh, 123 is back up, baby. Woo, woo, woo. GameStop is up. We're back in it, baby. This would have been a good time to buy right there. On the 23rd. Boom. You would have fucking almost tripled that shit once again. GameStop's on the comeback, baby. Oh, we're on it now. So I just need to go backdate this post to like the 23rd and be like, buy GameStop. Buy GameStop at 44. Ladies and gentlemen, buy GameStop. Buy GameStop at 44. I got to get me some GameStop. I got to see if that shit goes back down. Oh, Robinhood is facing nearly 50 lawsuits over GameStop frenzy. Rocket stock is the new meme trade. Move over, GameStop. Rocket Companies overtakes GameStop. Palantir is Wall Street bet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So what's going on? I guess we just got to check it out. Reddit. Wall Street bets. Where we at? Wall Street bets. What's going on? What's going on, baby? I'll be the auction caller for Wall Street bets. Introducing the new caller for Wall Street bets, Rick Troutner. All right, daily. So we got Wall Street bets. I love this guy. This guy's looking good. Boom, look at him. He's like surfing. He's like, show me the money, bitch. Show me the money. Daily discussion thread. Boom. What's going on right now? What do we got? Ba-dum. Here we go. Candidate for mega threat on high pre-market volume of mentions, but when I dug into the accounts making those mentions, a lot of them were spam or low effort. We'll keep an eye on it though. UWMC. Hella confused why UWMC is tanking hard when its earnings are looking so good. So what's going on with UWNC? What do we got going on, folks? What do we got going on? What do we got? So it's on the down. So we on the down low. So UWMC is going back up. YOLO. GME YOLO. GME up. Total gain 4 million. God damn, baby. Value. Woo! This guy is crushing it. Damn, baby. We got GME April 16, 21, $12 call. Oh, so he bought it April 16. Last price 89. Change. Quantity 500. Price paid. Melvin admitted during the hearing that the situation was a gamma squeeze and that it wasn't because of them covering. Now, technically, they could have tried to do that in the meantime, but they'd still be losing heart buying it at 40.50 unless they specifically managed to be the ones buying the shorts at high prices when others will also be trying. See, you got to understand what's going on before you buy it. You can't just jump into the hype. Look at this. Look at all the freaking awards. Deep fucking value. Deep fucking value is this guy's crushing it, or at least he's making it look like he is. This guy is GME YOLO update. I love this. I love all the profanity in this guy's handle. His username is deep fucking value, and then there's a gamecock tag. I need to bleep all this. This whole thing needs to get bleeped. Like, holy deep. Maybe you should use that one to buy more shares. You've been sitting on that cash for a while. Maybe I will. This guy is no joke. Is that guy? Is this the hearing guy? Is this the guy that went to the hearing? I know so little about this. Seriously, what is your exit strategy here? What's an exit strategy? Yo, the name of his thing is GME YOLO. What the fuck are you talking about? The name of what he's doing is GME You Only Live Once. This guy is ready to see it burn. He could what are you I mean, maybe not. Maybe that he's just posturing. But if we just go like the character in this story, because this is a character, like whoever the dude, I don't know if this is the dude that went to the hearing. You know, I'm sure in the comments, anybody who sees this will be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And I would have to agree with you. I do not know. I have no idea. But I do understand this. So homeboy bought this shit at 20 cents, probably back. So in April 2016, where was it at? GME. So if we go back 5 years, right? Yep. $11. So in 2000, that was like $25 back in. So I don't know what he bought it for. Back in 2016, it was like, yeah, $30. And then it hit rock bottom. This would have been where to buy it, baby. Oh, maybe that is where he bought it. I don't know. $3.32. Look at that. Look at that. $3.59. $3.32. I'm still 0.7 seconds behind, so I don't know how I'm going to catch up to this GameStop stuff. Now I'm 0.8 seconds behind. For Christ's sake. How am I ever going to catch up in the world when I'm always behind? See, that's I guess the sick part of it all. And I mean, the real truth is that we are all microseconds behind, at least microseconds behind, because anything that we interpret, there's the delay of it happening, the light reaching us, the light wave, because even gravity has been theorized. Gravity, how do people, gravity is a wave, gravitational wave. They're just saying it is. Are disturbances in the curvature of space-time generated by accelerated masses that propagate as waves outward from their source at the speed of light. Gravity, for the moment, and in a form of radiant energy similar to electromagnetic radiation. Newton's law of universal gravitation, part of classical mechanics, does not provide for their existence. So Newton got dunked on. Or this. Exactly this. So this is where, hey, I mean, he's not wrong. Newton. Newton's law, it does not provide for their existence, since that law is predicated on the assumption that physical interactions propagate instantaneously at infinite speed. Wow, that's a crazy thing that they don't. Showing one of the ways the methods of classical physics are unable to explain phenomenon associated with relativity. The first indirect evidence for the existence of gravitational waves came from the observed orbital decay of the Hulse-Taylor binary pulsar, which matched the decay predicted by general relativity as energy is lost to gravitational radiation. In 1993, Russell A. Hulse and Joseph Houghton Taylor Jr. received the Nobel Prize in Physics for this discovery. The first direct observation of gravitational waves was not made until 2015, when a signal generated the merger of two black holes was received by the LIGO gravitational wave detectors in Livingston and in Hanford. The 2017 Nobel Prize in Physics was subsequently awarded to Rainer Weiss, Kip Thorne, and Barry Barris for their role in the direct detection of gravitational waves. In gravitational wave let me know if I should do ebooks. Do I have the voice for ebooks? I don't know if I do. It sounds good to me. I think I could, but maybe not. Maybe on the other end of it, it's just like your voice is an irritant. In gravitational wave astronomy, observations of gravitational waves are used to infer data about the sources of gravitational waves. Sources that can be studied this way include binary star system composed of white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. And events such as supernovae and the formation of the early universe shortly after the Big Bang. Oh, okay, so general relativity is just that. So I don't know what the fuss is about, but it seems that is relativity. So we've sorted that out. That's done. We've done that. And while that's all great, I'm still 0.8 seconds behind. And let's see, what's our GME update? Do we have a GME update? What is the GME update? Do we have a GME update? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have Folks, where is the producer of the show? Where is the GME update? We're at 122.5, ladies and gentlemen. So I think you should buy, sell, hold, and rent the GME stock. This is my professional, non-professional, non-licensed, very amateur, very ignorant opinion about what you should do with the GME stock. But I think that what you should probably do is head over to Wall Street Bets and listen to Deep Fucking Value and some of his Gamecock tagged advice and not advice, commentary, threads, post, jokes. They're jokes. What can you say in 2021? What can you say? Oh, it's up. We're up, baby. We are up. So things are good. Things are in the green. It seems that everything's going to be okay. The sun has risen once again. GME is back above 40. It's on the way up, back to the moon, as they say. And I said, I believe, here's my non-advice for you. You should buy it, you should sell it, and you should buy it lower than what you sell it for. So I think if you do those things, you'll make money on the GameStop stock. And if you buy it for like little, and you sell it for like a lot, I think you'll make a lot more than if you bought it for around the same as what you sell it for. So like right now, if you bought it for 123 and you sold it right now, you'd make 80 cents. Now, if you just waited a little longer, you'd make another 14 cents. You could use that 14 cents to, I don't know, throw at a pigeon, maybe throw at your neighbor that just has been annoying you. You could just chuck those coins right into a fountain. Maybe you could do the little coin toss game. You can flick them up, and then see it. Now, if you waited too long and you just lost. So give me your what is that? That's about a quarter. We'll call it a quarter. And now just give me the rest of it. Just give me back the rest of it. And you can hold on to your dime and your penny, but I'm gonna take the rest of that, and I'm gonna give you back a nickel and another penny because you've just been so good. Because you've just kept watching the show. See, this is like, you don't need CNBC, you don't need Market Watch, you don't need those guys. We got the real market analysis right here. This is how you can plan for your financial future. You can watch this, and you could see my delayed. As Wall Street, they built all the infrastructure so that the signal can be going. So I like the fact that the window is behind me, and it's kind of a fever dream of an episode. And I think that's what episode 8 should be all about, because we started talking about automatic transmissions and just how complex they were, that you were looking at them and you can't understand them. And we were talking about how convention and how conference and how Congress have been used to describe dance events where people travel from around the country and come and they dance. And then if you're standing to the side because you have no idea how to do any of this dancing bullshit, you see that it looks like a very complex thing. But as you learn the steps and you start learning what to do with your hands and how to initiate moves and how to do different things at the right time during the correct part of the song during the dance, then you can understand that when you're watching someone do something, that they're not just kind of flowing through this alien technology of dancing. They are doing pre-planned moves, which they have practiced numbers of times, and that they can now seamlessly, or rather seamlessly, or seemingly seamlessly, be able to translate that into a beautiful movement during a great song and have a great time doing it. So we've learned a lot. We've learned that I'm going to be behind. So this is not a breaking news. I'm more of a historian. So things after the things happen, about 0.8 seconds later, I'm able to experience them, and then I'm able to give you my reaction to them. So something happens, and then I'm going to react to it. You know, this is one of those classic reaction videos on YouTube, which YouTubers seem to get very upset about. That, you know, you can go make a video, and let's say maybe you spent money, time, blood, sweat, tears doing it, and then some joker can just go with a webcam and then watch that video in some kind of similar setup like this and be like, ooh, that's funny, that's not funny, and here's my reaction to what your action is, because you took the action and I'm reacting to the action. So that's not what this show is. What I expect this show to be is that you can react to my actions, because I'm here reacting to the actions of the universe, and then you can do a reaction of my action and maybe be able to tag back to it. So if you cut it into clips and you make it kind of interesting, because, you know, look at this character, look at this dude with, you know, with this haircut that's not even a freaking haircut, and, you know, this kind of shitty microphone and this light that's too damn bright, that he's putting something out there which is, you know, it's original content. Isn't that exactly what YouTube wants? Isn't in 2021 we want the originality? Because you can't use other people's songs, you can't use other people's images, you can't even hum other people's tunes. So the only things that you can really own is your likeness, is your own, you know, your own ideas, your own voice. And while that may be a tragedy of the modern era, it kind of forces you to take ownership of whatever it is that you're trying to do. And as I said, I am doing these episodes, these videos, with the purpose to just get them done. They may get better, they may get worse. We may understand, you may learn something, you probably won't. You may be entertained, but you probably won't. What you're likely doing, and this is why it's appropriate that I have this timer on there, is that you're just counting down the seconds. And I know at the top of this episode, I may have said how we're going to recreate the YouTube algorithm. And I mean, since you got this far in the video, I guess I can kind of elaborate on what I even meant by that. And what I really want to do is now we're going to go do a reaction, because reacting to videos is what every lazy creator should be doing on YouTube. But am I going to go just pillage from kind of some other small creator and just use their time, energy, and resource to be able to react to their content to make easy, cheap content of my own? No. I'm going to go look up how Google page rank works. And I'm going to react to what Google has to say about how Google's page rank works. So we're going to take 5 minutes, you and I, and we're going to react to this video. And I don't know if I'm going to play the audio. Maybe I'll just have it play through the microphone. You can go watch it yourself, because I don't want to get copyright strike by Google. But see, I could play all these other videos and I can go react to their videos, but I'm going to go react to what Google has to say about it. And I think Google will be doing just fine if I react to it, because it's not only going to be reaction, this is going to be educational. See, I'm going to classify this video as educational, because we're going to click on this video and let's get going.
Billions of people come here with questions about all kinds of things.
They do.
We even get questions about Google search itself.
Oh.
Like how this whole thing actually works.
Ooh.
And while this is a subject entire books have been written about, there's a good chance
that's a big book.
to market for something a little more concise. So let's say it's getting close to dinner and you want a recipe for lasagna.
I could go for some lasagna.
You've probably seen this before, but let's go a little deeper.
Ooh, love this.
Like this.
Ooh.
Google has been continuously mapping the web, hundreds of millions of pages, to create something called an index. Think of it as the giant library we look through whenever you do a search for lasagna or anything else. Now, the word lasagna shows up a lot on the web. Pages about the history of lasagna, articles by scientists whose last name happened to be lasagna, stuff other people might be looking for. But if you're hungry, randomly clicking through millions of links is no fun. This is where Google's ranking algorithms come into play. First, they try to understand what you're looking for, so they can be helpful even if you don't know exactly the right words to use or if your spelling is a little off. Then they sift through millions of possible matches in the index and automatically assemble a page that tries to put the most relevant information up top for you to choose from. Okay, now we have
I'm making my thumbnail while the video is going on.
Made on the first page. There are hundreds of factors that go into ranking search results, so let's talk about a few of them. You may already know that pages containing the words you search for are more likely to end up at the top. No surprise there. But the location of those words, like in the page's title or in an image's caption, those are factors too. There's a lot more to ranking than just words. Back when Google got started,
words
each other to better understand
words
how trustworthy they seemed. Today, linking is still an important.
I love the animation. Look at that. It looks so nice.
A search happens. Because if you happen to be in Ormea, Italy, you might be looking for information about their annual lasagna festival. But if you're in Omaha, Nebraska, you probably aren't. When a web page is loaded,
prejudice.
Pages published more recently often.
Maybe you are in Omaha, Nebraska, and you want to know about the Italian lasagna festival. Maybe you want to go from Omaha, Nebraska over to the lasagna festival. What's going on, Google?
Just like with robocall.
For Christ's sake.
There are a lot of things that only exist to scam.
Prejudice.
So just because InstantVirusDownload.net lists the words lasagna recipe 400 times, that doesn't mean it's...
So should we go to InstantVirusDownload.net? That would be, I go to InstantVirusDownload.net. And then the video is, no, I don't. I'm not, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going there. What is on InstantVirusDownload.net?
Baby.
Can you put that in? I feel like if you put that in somewhere, you put that in Google, there will be someone knocking at your door. The Secret Service will be there in no time. You, sir, and just to tell you you're an idiot, not even just... sir, we saw that you put InstantVirusDownload.net into the search browser. Can we just ask you a few questions? Actually, just one question, really. Sure. Are you an idiot? We need it for reform. This is the new census. in the 2030 census, there'll be the questions: name, age, gender identity, species identity, and then there'll be are you an idiot? Yes. No. Too much of an idiot to answer.
Back about
Not sure. Not sure. Possibly.
Search quality guidelines. Think of them as
snap.
the available guide to what makes a good result.
What?
Oh, and one last thing.
Whoa, I want to see that.
The search quality raters look at samples of search results side by side.
Can we see that?
Feedback about the relevance and reliability of the information.
Search quality rater.
Consistent.
Oh man, look, I mean, you could get it, but it would, you'd have to go through each one of these. Look at this. Look, this is their secret paperwork. Oh, look, let's play at playback speed. 0.25. Boom. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let's see all the sections that it lists. This is the Google secret paperwork. General guidelines overview. Introduction to search quality rating. The purpose of search quality rating. Must represent the user. Raters must represent the user. Browser requirements, ad blocking extensions, internet safety information, page quality rating guideline. So understanding web pages and pertinent definitions. What is the purpose? Your money or your life. Your money or your life pages. Do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this. You could like barely see it. Let's see if I can. Your money or no, not me. Move me out of the way. What are your money or your life pages? Your money or your life pages. Understanding web page content. Identifying the main content, the supplementary content, identifying advertisements, monetization, summary of the parts of the page, understanding the website, finding the home page, finding who is responsible for the website and who created the content of the page, finding about us, contact information, and customer service information, reputation of the website creator of the main content, research the reputation of the website and the creator of the main content, sources, the reputation information, customer reviews of stores, businesses, how to search for reputation information, what to do when you find no reputation information, overall page quality rating, most important features, authoritative. Oh, whoa. Damn it. Okay, we're back. And then high quality pages, satisfying amount of high quality main content, clear and satisfying website, positive reputation, a high level of expertise, example of high quality pages, very high quality, very high level of EAT. This is wild what they got going on here. I wonder if this is real. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I wonder if it is, you know? And then what do we have up here? Because, I mean, just think about it. Would they create a whole fake? I mean, I guess they could. If you're Google, you have the resource to do that. Create a whole fake document like this with all this information. But, I mean, part of it is just common sense. Low quality patient. Lacking expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, low quality main content, unsatisfying amount of main content, distracting ads, missed or mildly negative reputation, unsatisfying amount of information about the website, examples of low quality pages, lack of purpose pages that fail to achieve their purpose, lowest EAT, no little main content, lowest quality main content, copied main content, how to determine if content is copied, auto-generated main content, obstructed or inaccessible main content, inadequate information about the website. You hear my tone? It's like all the negative stuff. Unmaintained websites and hacked, defaced, or spam pages. Pages that potentially spread hate, potentially harmful pages, encourage harm, malicious pages, negative or malicious reputation pages that potentially misinform users, pages that potentially deceive users, deceptive page purpose, deceptive page design, examples of lowest quality pages, medium quality pages, examples of medium quality pages, page quality rating tasks, instructions for rating page quality tasks, rating your phone, reputation and EAT, website, the creators, page quality and criteria, specific type of pages, ratings for encyclopedia pages, rating for pages with error messages, ratings for forums, page quality. Oh, it moves fast, man. Look at this. It's like a mess. This thing is a mess. So there's a lot going on here. So the point of it is YouTube, at its most simple, is now if we go back to the YouTube homepage. All right, let's bring this back to scale. So if we go back to the YouTube homepage here, and we see what YouTube really is, there's two fascinating parts about YouTube. There's where you have the what is it called? Move me over here. Where you have the homepage, and that's where the algorithm is really at work, on the homepage. And on the homepage, and like I said, we were going to go through my YouTube history a little bit, and the homepage is definitely revealing of the YouTube history, especially on an account where you watch the content. So we see here on the homepage, I have Hoovy's Garage, because he just did a post 50 minutes ago. So it's the hot new content, very similar to content I've watched before from channels I'm subscribed to. Here we have Car Care Nut, and they're changing. This is 50 seconds ago, so this is hot. This is good. Here we have the Xfm Podcast, and that's because I've watched that a bunch, and it's definitely not new, but it's around. But everything else is because it's new. So we have an ad, obviously. Then we have, it'd be good for these ads is to make your ad image look like a thumbnail. Put some text on it, make it look thumbnail-like. And then if we go through the rest of this, we see most of them are things that have been posted very recently. Some are just very popular things. Maybe I've probably watched this a couple times. This is similar because that's interesting. So I just watched a video from these guys that was about the Land Cruiser and how the Land Cruiser is going away and how they want them to keep the Land Cruiser, and that by getting rid of it, they're opening, Toyota as a company is opening itself to competition from things like the Jeep, Gladiator and whatever. So I believe now from that video, it's dovetailing into kind of a follow-up concept. And I wonder if the channel is chaining these videos together in some kind of way, that, or at least connecting them, or the algorithm is just doing it. Because since YouTube can definitely decipher, it has the ability, since it can transcribe what you're saying, it can at least have a rough idea of the content, the verbal content of the video, because it can transcribe what you're saying. So there's the homepage, and then you have the subscription page. And there's a big fuss about this because the subscription page used to be the main page. It used to be a very simple system of videos would show up, I guess, on the main page. Like if you weren't subscribed to anything, I guess there would be like trending, or there would be things going on the platform. But the moment you went to look for something, or you subscribe to something, now you just get, your subscription. You're at least supposed to have full control over it. But even though you have a bunch of subscriptions, YouTube is still determining which of the subscriptions to show first. Now, obviously, whatever one of your subscribers are live, it tends to preference. We see PewDiePie's live right now. We see this channel's live right now. We see this channel's live right now. This channel's live right now. This channel's live right now. These aren't live, but this just got posted. Here they have something's gonna premiere. Something's gonna premiere. Here we had something that just streamed. So this is all the latest content, in order of, and you can, I guess, sort the order, manage, and you can manage it. So you see all the channels that I'm subscribed to here. I used to not subscribe to channels, not comment on things, not really do any of this. But then I thought, you know what? If I'm going to do the YouTube game, let me do the YouTube game. So here's everybody I'm subscribed to. A lot of auto channels. Some tech channels, comedian channels, the random big channels, a drone channel, pilot channels. If you've had an interesting video, I'll subscribe to it. Definitely. But I've subscribed everywhere from huge channels to tiny channels. Look at that, 61 subscribers. So it really is a great. The realities of the platform are so great, and it really is because people I mean, it's a whole mix. It's funny. David Dobrik right next to Denso. It's just a jumble of things that have been subscribed to. A lot of channels. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of people in the world. Let's just say that. So it used to be subscription based, that you would subscribe to a channel and then you would get fed its content, as close to your homepage. But then, as anybody on YouTube knows, it transitioned to where now you have a homepage where the algorithm is in full effect. Yeah, you get videos from your subscribers, obviously, because you have a high chance of watching it, but you get videos from the subscribe channels that you do actually watch. Like, there's what you think you're gonna watch, and then there's what you actually watch, and that's really the divide in YouTube. There's, you think you're gonna watch this, you think you like this, maybe you want to support someone or something, and you go and you like their videos and you do that, but you're not really watching the videos. You're like that fake friend that's like, great stuff, good stuff, love it, but the whole time that it's going on, they're on the phone. That's kind of what that is like. And YouTube knows who's a real fan and who isn't. The algorithm knows. And with the algorithm knowing and talking about the algorithm, you already know what we're going to do. You already know what time it is. It's the end of the episode. I told you I was going to make a point about this. I told you we were going to crack open the YouTube algorithm. So now you can go take this information. Just make your own YouTube. Just make your own YouTube. You can do it now. You can do it. Go make your own YouTube. And, maybe do a better algorithm. I don't know. And then, go raise like $1 billion, for the server space and all the things that you'll need. Since we're talking about the algorithm, conveniently enough, how about the algorithm maybe give this video a little bit of promotion? Watch it through. You could just, do you have any of those old phones that you could still connect to Wi-Fi? So what you could do is just turn on those phones, put on the playlist of all the I'll link to the playlist in the description, and all you have to do is really put the playlist on kind of loop. You can just lock it in a room, lock it in like a sip, put it in one of those plastic seal containers, so you don't even have to listen to it, but just put it on play and let that just kind of play out, and let's add some watch time to these videos, and let's let YouTube know that things are going good over here. And then if you leave it locked in there, whatever ads YouTube decides to put and not pay me on, because this channel isn't monetized, they can the ads will just play all the way through, and it'll be like, wow, these viewers are the greatest viewers ever. They not only watch through the whole video, they watch through the whole ad. They're just sitting there, they just want it all. They just want to consume it all. So do that, and let's get this channel to, I think this channel can beat PewDiePie's channel. I think 200 million subscribers, 1 billion subscribers, let's do it. How about like 10 billion subscribers? I want more subscribers than there are people on planet Earth, and I think we could do it. I think with quality content like this, clickbait, edgy, structured, high production value, this is the kind of content that YouTube has been waiting for. This channel's been around since 2007, and I think I wanted to see if I wanted to give YouTube a head start before I showed up on the scene on YouTube. So I gave YouTube a little head start. It got its feet moving. It seems like a scrappy young startup. And I think now is my time to just dip my toe in and just take over the whole game. So let's go to 1 billion subscribers, and let's get like 1 trillion watch hours. Whatever. Let's go for 1 trillion watch hours on here. And then I'll probably buy Australia and their chunk of Antarctica, and then I'll do like YouTube giveaways where I'll just give away chunks of Australia. They'll just be chunks of it, and I'll just give them away, and because that's really the new economy. It's gonna be Jeff Bezos. In 100 years time, it'll be Jeff Bezos, it'll be Bill Gates, because they'll still be alive, and then it'll be Mr. Beast and PewDiePie, and they'll be kind of like the 4 warring warlords of the 4 corners of the earth, and it'll be kind of like a hellscape that there's no way to get out of. And the currency are Mr. Beast burgers and G Fuel. Those are the only food products that we get to consume. Those are the nutrients. We get a little bit of G Fuel. We get a Mr. Beast burger with a side of G Fuel. and then we get, our diapers, because we'll all be in diapers. Obviously, that will be droned in through Amazon. It'll be like the movie WALL-E, and then we'll have, Bill Gates. He'll be popping in the vaccine. We'll just have needles just kind of all around us, just continuously pumping in new vaccines. And, that'll be kind of the next 1,000 years or so of humanity, and there'll just be kind of the ongoing war, be like that, there's that book that some people read in school, or what is it? Is it 1984? It's not 1984. It is 1984, right? 1984 is where you have the three. It's like Oceania, and then the Americas or whatever, right? The three kind of waging, kind of an endless war kind of thing, which isn't dissimilar to where it is now. But that's kind of the future. So you heard it here first. Even though I'm about a second behind, I'm probably a second behind now. I probably fallen even further behind. How behind am I now? Oh, speeding back up. So I'm about to be right on time. So help out the algorithm, like, share, subscribe, and let's get this to 1 billion subscribers. Thanks for watching.